I got a beat from Luke.
You asked me to reference Scarface. That's the other one he sent. This is the last one. Oh, and he also asked me to incorporate this in the artwork. I'm gonna see how I do that. But it basically, that's the title of the song. And then this is the picture that he thinks would be perfect for it. So I'm gonna do that effect with this picture. Let's get straight to it. Oh yeah, and then I also done this. I done this in my book. Which I'm gonna digitalize in Photoshop. Done this with a fine liner on paper. Let me just resize myself. I feel like that's the right size. So this is the reference picture. I mean, not the reference picture. This is the subject they asked me to use for this artwork. So we're gonna try and turn this into that Scarface vibe. I don't quite know how I'm gonna do it yet. I feel like it will come to me when I start on it, man. So the one reference we have is the sun with just him on the plain white background. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna duplicate this layer because I don't want to damage the original picture. Then I'm gonna go image adjustments, threshold. This is one way, there's two ways to do it. This is the one way. Go threshold. You can immediately see the effect that's applied when you put on threshold, and then you're just gonna like, I guess it's preference at this point. You just choose what you like, I guess. I wanna give some of his eyes because it'll make it look like it's him. I mean, I wanna get some of his eyes, but not too little of his eyes. But you see, this is only part one of the threshold. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invert it. Because you'll see in the reference, man, the background is black and he's white. Oh my word. The background is black and he's in white. So I need to invert it to get that effect. What we're gonna do is Control J to duplicate it again. Control I to invert it. That's not really the effect that I want. I'm gonna lie. Okay. I lied, I'm not gonna do that inversion. I'm gonna leave it like this. Yo, that's a crazy one actually. I think what I need to do is invert it from like yo. Yo, nah, this is really crazy one. Okay, let me try this. I'm gonna click on this and select all the black. Okay, I have an idea. Just hear me out. I'm gonna duplicate the black in this picture now. Okay, boom. And I'm gonna go back to this picture that we had. Then I'm gonna select this here. Oh, actually no. I'm gonna select the black in his face. I'm gonna select like this whole stuff here. I can always clean it up later. Because I wanna get all the black that's here in his face, man. I feel like that's the only way I'm gonna get this right. But all this black I wanna capture. So then I'm gonna duplicate that layer. Now look here. See, we left with that. But now we're gonna add his body. Mm. Mm. Now we're not cooking. I lied. I think the only way I'm gonna get it right is by having a black background. Maybe that's wrong. I do like this. Like that. Then I fold this and I make it black. I'm gonna make a new layer and fold this with black. Now I'm gonna make a mask here and just erase or remove the parts that I don't want, like these white parts here. So now when I remove these parts, it should like take it away, giving us the desired Scarface effect. Let me just select the pixels in this layer so I don't go out of it's like a clipping mask kind of, but it's not. Oh no. Something like this. Control Shift I to invert the selection to the other side, and then I'm going to apply the same effect. So when I erase on the left hand side, you already know what the result is. Well, if you've been following along, you know what the result is. Coming there. I think it's immediately looking better. This is actually crazy. But I feel like there might be too much white. If I look at the artwork, it's not 50-50. Ish, but I can't do that. Alright, my one is gonna be 50-50. But I will, like I said, this isn't the only way to do this effect. This is just the way I'm choosing to do it today. You can also do this effect in levels, which I'll probably do it at a different one, then I'll do it in levels, and you can see what I mean. Yeah, I need a drink now after this popcorn. What is this graph thing? I'm thinking of making this graph move in red, like the Scarface cover. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then once we have it a bit bigger, select all the black. Then all I just do is Control J, duplicate what I just selected. Now that we have it selected, I just need to make it gray. Why do I need to make it gray? Because you make something gray, as we know. I've told you this before. If you don't know this, you haven't been watching my stuff. By the way, if you make something gray, You make it able to be manipulated if it's gray, man. Can you come eat there? Yeah, I actually shouldn't have done it like that, but see, I made it gray because it's gray. See if it's black, no, it's too dark. Even if you up the saturation, it's too dark to become a color because it's black. If it's white, it's too light. You understand? It's too light to become a color. That's why you can't like don't it. But if it's gray or anywhere in between white and black, then it's just right for manipulation. Do you know what I mean? Then we can reduce the saturation, increase saturation, and change the color. You know what I mean? But anyways, we are for red. So now that I have my red, let me just go pop that in the corner or something. Where's the placement of the text in the Scarface thing? It's on the white. That's why I need a chat, man. I need mensen to voice me if it looks weird or what. Maybe yeah. That's how it looks quiet actually. Nah, that looks ass. I'm gonna put his name in the corner rather. And make it the same color red. If I can pick up this red though. The name going like that Loki looks quiet, I won't lie. Or any font like this maybe. That looks tough, bro. Something like that though. I'm fairly satisfied with that. I feel like I just need to pop the parental advisory at the bottom corner. Maybe put a texture on the whole picture. My favorite texture lately has been this one. Can you see it's almost like a wall? We just take some of the relief. The relief is like the white highlight, the highlight that you're seeing. That's basically the relief. So if you take some of it out, you can meet it looks more like satin almost. I mean, not satin, what's the word? Matte. Looks a bit more matte almost. You can't really see it, but if I zoom little big like this, come on. There you can definitely see that texture, man. Come on. I had to have that copied. Sure, Owens. I think this one is looking clean, yeah. I must say I'm a fan of this cover. What if I'm hyping it up and then that man's like, nah, bro, this isn't really what I had in mind. Okay, that's the first one done. Okay, I'm gonna just do this one, and I'm gonna convert that words to like real life to digital somehow. Convert that drawing to digital, and then I need to move on to the next one because I see the Owens are pressing me, yo, my messages to get the work done. And sometimes when I feel like this, when I feel so like under pressure, I think to myself like, yeah, I shouldn't have laid so long in bed this morning. I should have just got up. So here's what I was trying to Bowie Owens earlier though. I'm gonna select him and cut him out like this. Then once I have him selected and cut it out like this, what I'm gonna do is Control J to duplicate that I just cut out. So then we're gonna have this. No. Now once we have this, what we're gonna dial up is Control U and saturation. Offer up. I'll still take chances. Get that done, offer up. Then duplicate it again because I want to keep a copy of the original black and white. Then I'm gonna set the Control L. No. Control L. Already know. Boost the midtones. We want as much black. Like we're trying to recreate this look here from this picture, so we want as much black as possible. Trying to recreate this look. With some of that whites. Kami, this is how this actually looks better to me. But this is giving more of like that Ken Carson vibe. Not really what I was going for, but I have an idea for his hoodie. I just want to get his face right, to be honest. Oh yo, that sounds mad sus. What if I take it like this, no? But then I make his hoodie black. I feel like that could work. Why did I say that? I don't even know how I'm gonna make this hoodie black. Create clipping mask, go black brush. I think I'm gonna need to go multi. Yeah, can't overlay it. It's gonna look funny. Go multiply, but then we're gonna make the opacity like 50%. Nah, 60%. Am I messing it up, chat? Yeah, I hope. I hope not. Do you even understand what I'm trying to do? Basically, I want to color his hoodie black because I can't think of another way to darken it. But bro, I can't even make out. Can you, man, make out where his hand is and where his hoodie starts? And like, I can't even make out what I'm looking at. Is this his hand? Sure, dog. What is going on here? I can't tell, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make all the highlights. I'm gonna reveal all the highlights. I feel like that will just help the appearance in general. Actually looks more with the shading like this. I'm not even gonna lie, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Now that we're not done, let me just free up the zipper. Free my zipper. Now we can try applying that fit. Okay, so we're gonna go to the full and then we're just gonna play with the full of it. Playing with the full of it is basically the same as like playing with the opacity, playing with the transparency, how dark something is. So I'm gonna increase the full until we have it at like that black tone that we want. Kamit now is looking like it's black. Now it's looking like it's supposed to be like that. I'm gonna give it to him just like this. Pause. Wait, I'm gonna invert the. And then I'm gonna put the graph here in this corner. I think I'm just gonna add some bevel to it. Nothing major, small bit of bevel and emboss. Can you see it? Like, okay, maybe I need to zoom. If I zoom, then you'll see it properly. Just a small bitchy like that. Does it look better with or without the effect? I think with the effect. Maybe I only think with the effect because I want to use the effect. Export this one, and then I said the last thing I'm gonna do is Mr. Type. I'm gonna do it like off-white with that moves. Nah, that looks color. Okay, so these are the three I'm gonna send you. Let's see what this is.
I got a beat from Luke.